Well, welcome back, and it's another edition of Inspirations with Carmina. I've got an amazing young man that I get to chat with today and introduce you to his brand new music. We're going to be talking to Mario J. Brown. An inspiration indeed, and I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Let's get into it. It's Inspirations with Carmina. Here it is. It's another edition of Inspirations with Carmina. I've got another amazing guest. Mr. Mario J. Brown is joining us. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm doing really good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you for joining me. And are you being safe? Are you staying in?
Yes, definitely staying in and being safe and, making sure I'm doing everything as safely as possible.
Now, let me tell you about us. We have some challenges in Texas. The people don't believe that Corona is real. Are y'all having challenges in Atlanta? Are they staying home or are they still trying to sneak out? Or tell us about it in your area.
Well, I can't speak for everybody. Like I said, for me and my house, we are staying home. But I have noticed that a lot of people haven't been adhering to, the advice that's been given, especially in Georgia.
That
So
is
they're
crazy.
trying to open us up really, really, really quickly. And I don't think that is wise. But
Same
hey, to each
here.
his own.
Same here. Right, right, right. Well, we got to talk about some music. So you've got some brand new music, brand
Yes.
new single called "The Way I Am." So let me talk about you for a moment, because you are a singer and a songwriter. So kind of talk about that. I'm always interested to know about songwriters. How did you know that that's the gift that God gave you? When did that hit you that I can actually write a song?
Wow. It actually hit me kind of early. I started out as a musician
Okay.
at a very young age. My mom actually played the drums while she was carrying me.
Oh
And so I
wow.
came up pretty much just, drumming. And so that developed over time. And just growing up in my grandfather's church, we were kind of just put on the spot and made to do certain things. So they recognized in me that I had the ability to sing as well. So that began to develop at a young age. And I didn't start writing songs. I wrote my first song at 10.
Oh,
And yeah, the song was actually called Just a Man. And I don't know where I got it from or why I thought I was a man at 10 years old, but
I love it.
I was kind of always a little bit ahead of my time. So, yep, that's when I learned that I can write songs. And from then on, I just, have just been writing ever since.
I love it. So, how do you get inspired to write your songs? Is it maybe something that you're dealing with? Are you that type of person that writes a song about the things that are happening, or is it maybe you're in church and you hear a sermon, or is it one of those God wakes you up in the middle of the night and gives you a song?
Wow, it's funny you mentioned just about everything that kind of happens. It happens differently at different times. Sometimes, like you said, it's just inspired from whatever I may be dealing with. I think what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So I write songs that are real. Either something that I'm personally experiencing or something that I'm aware of that someone else may be dealing with. So I definitely I'm inspired by different situations and circumstances, as well as there are times while I'm in church and God will just give me a song. And so it's been times when my pastor has just been praying or music will be playing, and I'll just pull out my phone and just kind of start singing in my notes, and I'll go home and just develop it. So it comes in all just in many different ways.
Well, see, now you've put it out there, so you're gonna have to give the pastor some writer's credit because you done let him know that he kind of helped with the song.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For sure. Definitely inspired.
Now, the new single is called "The Way I Am," and I really enjoyed it. When I first heard the song, I immediately was like, "Uncle G, you got another good one here." But kind of talk
Wow.
about it. I want you to set it up for people. This is their first introduction. Talk about this song. How did God give you this song first? Let's start there.
Well, like you said, the song is called "The Way I Am," and I was kind of in a place where I was just feeling like I was just coming up short with everyone. And like I said, I'm really transparent in my music and honest, and so I felt like I'm tired of trying to please everybody, and I'm still coming up short. No matter what I'm doing, it's not good enough, or it's not pleasing. So God just reminded me that He's not a conditional God, and He loves me just the way I am, with my flaws and all. So that song really came from a place of just reminding me that he loves me just the way I am, with all my flaws, take my good and my bad, and just let me know that that's the love that I want, an unconditional love. So that's where it derived from.
And that is such a perfect song. And I've been talking to different artists and I've been saying, God gives us this music and we never know exactly what's going to be happening when we release the music. So now here we are in the middle of this pandemic. And, my pastor preached a sermon this past weekend about how, with us being home and having to really look at ourselves for a change, really
Mhm.
kind of face
Yeah,
ourselves in the
strip
mirror
us
and look at
down.
the things we need to work on. So I think this is the perfect song to remind us that God
Wow.
created us just the way we are.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, like it or love it, leave us or stay. Hey, we can only be who we are.
Yes. So tell people this. One, they need to know how they can connect with you. Let's start there. How
Okay.
they can invite you out. Because at some point, we're going to be able to move around the country again. So they can
Some
invite you
point,
out.
right.
And then we want them to support the music. So let's put that out there.
Absolutely. You can find me on most social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook at Mario J Brown. That's Mario J Brown, and that's my tagline pretty much every platform. And I also have, I don't really use Twitter as much, but it's MJB Music, MJBMUSIK. And so you can find me there at Twitter. Yep. And then the music is available on all platforms. You can stream it and download it right now. The whole project is out and it's entitled The Vault.
Love it. So let's talk about some of the other songs on the project right before we get into this one. What are some of the other things that we can look forward to? Did you have any guests that joined you, or was this just you this time? You just kind of stepped out there alone.
Well, I have an interesting story. This project kind of it's been in my back pocket for a little while, so
Okay.
I called it. That's why I called it the vault because I went through. I've had a couple different experiences. I've had experience on the secular realm as well as the gospel realm, and so my latest deal, I was signed with Fred Hammond, and I was able to tour with him and gain some exposure and some knowledge and then our after our deal ended, or slightly before that, I had a pulmonary embolism and I woke up one morning and, the blood clots were in my legs and they had traveled to my lungs and I couldn't sing or breathe or perform. And they did emergency surgery, got the clots out of my lungs and it damaged my lungs. So it took me quite a while to, get back to singing and performing or anything like that. So in the meantime, I got my CDLs and I started driving the Milwaukee County City Bus when I was in Milwaukee. And just I was miserable because it was like, this is not what I'm called to do. And I just like felt like everything that I was called to do is just stripped away from me at that moment. But I had some music that I had wanted to put out, but it wasn't time. And so once I got to a level where I felt like I was able to release it, that's why I called it the vault because these songs are 5, 6 years old, and you know, it's just not being able to be released to the world. So I'm just really excited about it.
So see, now you got me all in a different spot. I'm thinking, okay, it's just a great song. I didn't know you was a miracle man. You have to
Yes,
share that testimony. I'm glad you did.
yes,
So that probably makes this project even more special for you now because, like you said, you
absolutely.
went through something, but now in God's timing, which we never know,
It's
but always
timing.
His timing, we're able to get
Yeah,
this brand new music. I love it. I'm glad you shared
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Bless me today. Mm.
Wow. Amen.
Well, I
Yeah, that
want
was
to
a
get into it. I want to experience the brand new single the way I am. I'm encouraging everybody support this new music. Mario
yes,
J.
yes,
Brown.
yes.
Don't forget his J. Make sure
Don't
Mario
forget the
J.
J.
Brown.
That's right.
I love it. Well, I know we're going to be hearing a whole lot more from you, a part of Uncle G Records. And Uncle G is the hardest working man in the business.
Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. That's Unc for you. The best
And
there
talk
is.
about that. How did you guys connect?
We connected through a mutual friend. Pierre Mador is actually the producer of this project. He did
Okay.
all the production on this project, and he and Uncle G had a relationship already. So it just kind of just made sense. We all came together and made it happen.
Awesome. Well, he's an amazing man, and you are so also are an amazing artist. So I know it's going to be nothing but good things, good things, good things on the way.
Thank you.
So,
I receive it. I receive it. I appreciate that.
well, bless you so much. Thank you for spending this time with us, and we're going to definitely make sure we keep our listening audience on top of it, and they'll be supporting this brand new single, y'all. Let's get into it. It's Mario
Amen.
J. Brown. It's Inspirations with Carmina.